When I first started playing D&D, I didn't really have my own set of dice, so I had to keep borrowing from another player. But it got to a certain point to where he was tired of me borrowing his dice and he sort of berated me to get my own set. So after a certain point, I said screw it and went out and got my own set of dice, and that may or may not have been a great idea because that unlocked and awakened the dice goblin within me. So I just kind of wanted to make a video showing off the dice that I've collected over the years of me playing D&D. Now keep in mind, these aren't the only sets that I've ever had, these are just sort of the sets that I still have. I have lost a few sets here and there. I don't exactly remember what all happened to them. I might have given them away to some friends or just lost them in a few moves here and there. These are the sets that I currently have today. And at the end of the year, at the end of 2024, I want to make another video showing off the dice that I've gotten throughout this year. Now, what I wanted to do was kind of go through and find like links and stuff to put down in the description. So if you guys like any of the sets that you guys see, you could probably go and buy them yourselves. But unfortunately, like I said, these are dice that I've collected over a few years. And some of these I've gotten online, some of these I've gotten in conventions, some of these I've been given from friends, and some I don't remember where I even got them at all. I don't even remember getting them. But without further ado, this is King Dnd's Dice Collection. Now, like I said before, the whole reason why I started collecting dice was because another player in the very first game I ever played was tired of me borrowing his set over and over and over again. So I went out and I got these dice. They're just plain purple dice, nothing really special to them. I still love them, I still have them. They are very important to me, very special to me in the fact that they're the first dice I ever bought myself. And I really do appreciate them. I just got a nat 1. These dice are dice that I will never get rid of, even though there's really nothing special about them. And you will notice that a lot of my sets are purple. Over the years, I have found out that purple dice work best for me. Don't know why that is. For whatever reason, if a dice has purple in it or on it, then it will more than likely roll better for me, other than that nat 1 I just got, but we don't talk about that. Now, the second set of dice that I ever got is probably the most special dice that I have in my collection. Even though it is still kind of basic, it is just this purple and gray swirled dice. But this is my tried and true. These are the dice that roll the best for me, and if I ever need a very important roll, I pick this one. 19. So yeah, these are the dice that are all reliable. These are the ones that I roll for very important rolls, like death saves or wisdom saves or anything like that. I will pull out this D20. The next dice I got, I believe I bought at a local tabletop store. These are also just purple dice, but they are more glossy than the first set I got. Like I said, I believe I got these at a regular tabletop store. Again, really nothing special to them. We'll get to the special ones in a minute. 7. Nothing too special about it, just continuing my trend of purple. Now after those regular resin dice, I decided it was time for me to upgrade to metal dice. So I got these black and purple set. It is kind of hefty. Like if you were to take this entire set and put it in a sock, you could probably kill someone with it. It would probably do a good 1d6 worth of damage IRL. It is my first ever metal set that I've ever gotten. But if I remember correctly, these don't really roll very well for me. Except for that time, I just got a nat 20. These dice are pretty neat. The next set I got are also metal dice, and they're the first set that I ever got that are not purple. I decided to give another color a shot, and I got these metal blue and gold dice. This was also bought at the same tabletop store that I went to. I'll probably put a link to the tabletop website down below. I don't know if they sell online or anything. I always just go there in person. These are the first non-purple dice that I ever bought for myself. I roll a 13 there, so it's not too bad. And then the next dice I got are these pink dice. They're pinkish purplish. These were definitely gifted to me by a friend, another player from another campaign. This friend knows that I really like purple dice, that purple dice roll the best for me. They had an extra set. It's pinkish, purplish, but you know, it's a thought that counts. I don't think I've ever used these dice actually in game, so let's see how they roll. An 8. The next set of dice that I got was another gift from a friend, and it is this nice blue set. If I remember correctly, this was just one of those sets that like someone had extra. It's a dice set that they'd never use, and they just figured, hey, here you go, you can have them. 12. Now, this next upcoming set I got at a convention from a local vendor, but I lost the D20. I didn't realize that I lost the D20 until I pulled them out for this video, but I have no idea where the D20 is, so here's the D12. They're like this cool, like bluish, greenish type swirls to it. It is very neat. Like I said, I got them at a vendor at a convention. They came with a little mini. I believe it was a Knoll. I don't have the mini anymore because I got these like I think 2 or 3 years ago. At the time, they were pretty neat. I think I used them a few times in game. I don't remember how the D20 rolled for me, but I don't know where the D20 is, like I said. So I'm just gonna roll the D12. A 1. At that very same convention, there was another vendor selling dice, and I went over to them afterwards, and I got these awesome pink glittery dice. There's like glitter inside of it. It's like clear. It's resin still. But these look really, really cool. They're like pinkish, purplish, glittery. I have used these quite a few times in game, and these like to be very bipolar. I'll probably have a session where I like roll 6 nat 20s, and then right after that I'll roll like 7 nat 1s. These are very bipolar. They decide when they want to fuck me and when they want to help me. Nat 20. These next dice are dice that a friend gifted me as like a late birthday present. These are really cool. These are sharp-edged resin dice. And if you look inside of it, if you look inside the 20, if I can find the 20, there it is. You can see that it's like, you can't see it because it's not focused. Almost like a galaxy inside of it, and it is really cool. But it is very sharp. The D4 I have dropped a few times, and if it drops on the floor, you have to drop down and look and see if you can find it, because if you step on it, it's worse than stepping on a Lego, by far. But these dice are really cool. Probably my favorite looking dice of what I've shown so far. When I first got these dice, I used them all the time. These were my go-to. I've sort of stepped away from using these dice in game. No real reason why. I just have one of those problems of I have so many dice, I might as well give the rest of them a shot too. But yeah, let's see what I get. An 8. And finally, I want to show off these dice. I don't remember where I got these from. Honestly, I didn't even know I had these until I was pulling out all my sets for this video. But it is like a bluish, purplish glitter resin. I don't remember where I got these from. Like I said, I don't even remember getting them at all. I might have had these for quite some time and just didn't realize it. 11. I'm gonna move on now to 3 more sets, but I want to explain how I got these 3 sets. Because every single year, starting about 3 years ago, me and the rest of my party and group, we have started this annual tradition called Dicemas, where every year the party, we get together outside of the session or sometimes right before a session, and we get each other sets of dice. Each year, the rules for how you give them or how you get them have changed, but basically, like I said, every year we go out, get a set of dice, and then we gift them to someone at the table. The first 2 years have been random. This past year has been sort of assigned, but like I'll explain it as I go. The first year we did Dicemas, we basically just had everyone sit around in a circle. You were holding the dice that you got, but like in a gift bag so no one could see them. And then we went around in a circle, all rolling a D6. And then depending on what you got on the D6, depends on what you do with the baggie. So like if you got a 1, everyone rotates their bag to the left. If you got a 2, everyone rotates to the right. If you got like a 3 or something, then you would trade with the person in front of you, or you pick someone to trade with. I can't remember. We just went around in a circle rolling that D6 a few times. Once we knew that nobody had the dice that they bought, we went ahead and all opened them, and whatever dice you were holding is the dice that is yours now. And the dice that I got for our first year of Dicemas are these awesome copper hollow dice. They are so cool, so big, very awesome, very sick, and when you hold them all together, it makes a jingle. I love it. These are some of my favorite dice. If I were to ever play an artificer, these dice would be that character's dice. So let's see what I get. A 14, not bad. So after the first year of Dicemas, we all enjoyed it and we decided to do it again the next year. However, we were all broke that year. I'm pretty sure like every single one of us were like either in between jobs or just not at a very high paying job. So we all agreed that what we would do is just get regular resin dice rather than making it very fancy, because like I said, the first year we kind of all went all out with the hollow dice. Some of us got metal dice, some of us, I don't think any of us got stone dice. And we didn't really do all the bells and whistles, smoke and mirrors, which is sad. It was very sad. We didn't do any like razzle dazzle. It was more of just like, we want to get to the session. So we just kind of all put our bags in the center of the table and we all rolled a D20. Whoever rolled the highest got to pick the first bag. Whoever rolled second highest got the second bag, and so on and so forth. And I think I was the last one. I think I rolled the lowest on the D20. And then again, we all opened it and saw it, and these are the dice that I got. These plain yellow dice, glossy. And also, the person who brought these dice to the table didn't realize it, but it came with 2 D12s. It did not have a D10. I don't think anyone noticed that until the session after Dice Miss when I went to roll these. A 9. And that brings us up to current time, and we just did Dice Miss not too long ago, and this time we changed up the rules again to actually give it good razzle dazzle. This year what we did was we all wrote down our character's name on a sheet of paper, folded it up, threw it in a hat. Everyone pulled a random character. Whatever character you got, you would have to go out and get the player of that character dice that reminded you of that character. And I play a dark elf necromancer in this group. So the person who got me these awesome purple dice, and you might just recognize these dice because these are the Critical Role Mighty 9 dice. These are Essex dice from the Critical Role shop. These are actually really, really cool. I rolled them during that session and I got so many nat 20s. I think someone at Critical Role might have weighted these dice. Yeah, nat 20 right there. But that person who got my character, didn't just stop at the Critical Role Mighty 9 dice, because they also got me this big ass D20. This D20 is so cool. It has a skull inside of it. It's glow in the dark. It is so awesome. Obviously, I haven't used it in game yet. It looks incredible. It really fits my Dark Elf Necromancer. Nat 1. This is my dice collection. Like I said, unfortunately, I don't remember where I got all of these dice from, but starting now and to the end of next year, I will be keeping track of where I get all my dice. Obviously, I probably won't be able to post a link or anything if a friend got me some dice, but I want to make this video again at the end of the year to see any updated sets for the year. And if you guys thought that me sharing about Dice Miss was cool, you and your group are more than welcome to do a little Dice Miss yourself next Christmas. That is all of my dice. I hope you guys liked it, and please comment below on whatever set you think looks the coolest. And if you guys like this video and you like D&D content, then please subscribe. I plan on doing a lot more D&D videos going forward. And thank you guys so much, and goodbye.